We have a purpose to debunk lies that you hear on the internet. Hurry up into this 6 week. Hey, we help you stay awake and we're showing how people lie to everyone. Now take Satan, call him, we will challenge lies and set your mindset free.
Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to Elena's Bar. Welcome to my channel. I'm today with Eamma, hi dear, also known as Guru Starlight in certain circles. This character is from Anita Morket's series on my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked the comedy yet, guys, go check it out. These are mini videos that I chose to pick on the female nature, on female behavior, on female entitlement, and also depict the broken, infiltrated by feminism institutions. And I'm here. Some people call me Babushka in the red pill sphere. Some people just refer to me as Elena. We are going to do some damage to the entitlement today. We are going to debunk more videos. And guys, those of you who join me for the fitness practice, I have to apologize because I did sleep in today. I forgot to set my alarm clock and I woke up just shortly before the second live stream. So yeah, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for my dog actually, who made noise, he just started running, I would probably have slept in even this live stream. And I don't know, apparently I'm not having a great week this week, so I apologize. I'm sorry. I did prepare, however, quite a few videos for us to go through. So we talked about single mothers on Saturday.
Okay.
And we did dive in deeper. What is single mothers? Why people should avoid single mothers, especially men. And there are a lot of red flags associated with single mothers, unless they have penance, unless they show humility. And I think a great example of a single mother is Rachel Wilson. She was dating, she got pregnant, and then she had a child, and she realized that, in order for her to meet another guy, she would have to be submissive, she would have to behave right. And now she's married to Andrew Wilson, and you can also go support Rachel Wilson and Andrew Wilson, watch their content. I think they are fantastic content creators. It's just for you ladies to give you some hope that if you behave, you might have a chance. Okay, you might have a chance, but it totally depends on your attitude and on your behavior. If you are entitled, and we see a lot of entitled women out there, and in fact, I prepared a special folder, I call it bullshit folder, on my Instagram, where I found the whole movement of single mothers out there who are proud of the fact that they're single mothers, okay? And we are going to look into that. And then if you also want to dive in deeper into the single mothers, you can check out our Saturday's live stream and also watch the exposing of narratives by Steve Sandman, by Plutarch H., my husband, and by Nick from Christianity Unplugged on their YouTube channel. Let me show their schedule before we start. So here you go. You can join them for their conversations. They have deep dive conversations on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5:45 p.m. Pacific, at 7:45 p.m. Central, and at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. And then you're welcome to join us for Debunking Feminist Lies here with Eamma at 11:15 a.m. Pacific, at 1:15 p.m. Central, at 2 p.m. 2:15 p.m. Eastern. And then the deep conversations also happen on Saturdays at 9:15 a.m. Pacific, at 11:15 a.m. Central, and 12:15 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, go subscribe to the Resurgence of Sanity, support the guys, leave them your comments, tell them what you think about the topics. Okay, cool. I think that we are ready. We are ready to start. Oh, guys, before we dive in, please like, share, and subscribe. It always helps with the algorithm. And leave your comments. I don't see anybody joining us. Hopefully, we'll get more people showing up. So, let me just present the screen. And we will start with the videos. Okay, let me find this. Okay. We can randomly pick these ones. There are quite a few here. Look, this is what I was doing until 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I was browsing through the Instagram. I just put in the search single mothers, and apparently there are a lot of single mothers. And there is a lot of kids content as well. I would also call kids content as the content of mothers or female content. We are not going to bring up a lot of kids, but you can definitely check them out. And here is interesting. Dad is teaching his son how to respect a mother. You can't yell at your mother. You have to be nice. Again, nice versus good. You can't say no to your mother, basically. Okay, he is teaching his son how to be a simp. And unfortunately, yeah, this is what we will see in a lot of families. Even if kids are being raised with the father, most likely the father is a simp. He doesn't have a masculine frame. He doesn't have a dominant masculine presence. Yeah. So, well, and then there is regular content for us to go through here. Okay. Well, some of them are actually okay content creators. I just put them into that bullshit folder so that we can bring them up and think about what they say. Okay, so they're not necessarily bad. Yeah, we have to watch their messages and see what they say. Anyway, Eamma, which one? Because I didn't get a chance to
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's start with this family. Hold on. Turn the sound up.
Congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. Are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. You began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. Become my wife.
What a loser.
Not.
Well, I think the 1950s called and they want Harrison Butker back. Women in their lives only find happiness when they become a stay-at-home mom, which is a great...
That's not true.
You're right. It's a great thing to do for people who want to do it, and that's the only way men can be successful.
What the heck?
I know.
Blessed be the fruit
May the Lord open.
under his eye.
Who was I?
Is he like stupid?
His mom is a physicist.
He doesn't like his mom?
Ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. Are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. You began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. Become my wife.
What a loser.
Not.
Well, I think the 1950s called and they want Harrison Butker back. Women in their lives only find happiness when they become a stay-at-home mom, which is a great...
That's not true.
You're right. It's a great thing to do for people who want to do it, and that's the only way men can be successful.
What the heck?
I know.
Blessed be the fruit
May the Lord open.
under his eye.
Who was I?
Is he like stupid?
His mom is a physicist.
He doesn't like his mom?
Ladies present today.
Well, we got it right, Eamma. What do you think?
I don't really understand it.
I didn't quite understand it, but I think that they mocking. Like, if you look at the reaction of the girl, as far as I understood, he says that the the politician says, right? Like we need fathers at home, and he interprets it to his daughter and says, the only way for women to be happy is to stay at home and be mothers. And she is like, what? Like, what's your reaction?
Yeah, but then you've got the Handmaid's Tale reference. And I mean, have you seen the Handmaid's Tale?
No, I haven't.
Well, that's not a free love type world. That's the Handmaid's Tale. I mean, all the men have all the power, all of it. The women are nothing. You're literally in different categories. You're a handmaid, you're a Martha, you're a wife.
Yeah, well, but isn't it patriarchy?
Yeah.
Well, and here I would love to have Nick from Christianity Unplugged. Because yeah, there is evil patriarchy, guys. There is evil patriarchy and there is good patriarchy. So we have to differentiate between the two. The good patriarchy is the biblical patriarchy. And look, if you read here the comment, I think you need to listen to his whole speech. You are focusing on the little sentence that he said. Mind you, this is a Christian school and he is a Christian man. Or maybe it was the pastor that they were listening to, speaking to the beliefs of the Bible. But you didn't listen the whole thing. You took one thing. He also talks about the importance of fathers being in their home. You disagree with that too. This is what I thought. So when she reacted negatively on women staying at home and being the mothers, she did not like it. And guess who it's coming from? It's coming from her parents. Yeah, it's coming from her mother, and it's also coming partly from him because, you know, he didn't really explain it well. Or maybe he did to the feminist mindset. Like, so many iconic moments here. The 1950s call, he's like stupid. He doesn't like his mom. I'm unwell. Okay, here, I'm glad people are using this as a teaching moment to let their daughter know that success after college is obtainable without immediately becoming a wife or a mom, says a woman who graduated from a Ring by Spring College who found success in her career and waited until 32 to get married. Well, this girl who wrote this comment, she just got lucky. She married straight at her epiphany phase, you know. And yeah, I think the fathers, they don't own their fathers, they don't own their authority here. And it's actually a good scenario to look at when we are analyzing where the daughter is being raised. And they put a lot of content with their children, like this content creator in particular. So it's a family. I glanced through their other content, and it's interesting to see how they are explaining certain things to their daughter. And how old is she? Maybe 7, maybe 8, right? You're 8 years old, and she is already a feminist. She thinks like a feminist. This is why when I say that it starts very early, guys, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. With this kind of programming, look how she watches her dad, like he reacts, right? She picks up from him so quickly how she's supposed to. And look, his facial expressions, if we turn the sound down and then watch her, immediately she mimics him, like she copies his attitude towards motherhood, towards how women are supposed to behave. You know,
But that could also be cultural for them.
Cultural? I mean, they're probably Indians, if I had to guess, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a lot of yeah, you're right. It could be that.
This is why I'm like having trouble with it, unpacking this one, because like I don't like just taking a little bit of, a little snippet of a speech, because you can twist a couple lines, and take it
Exactly.
completely out of
You have
context.
to watch. You have to watch the whole scene, and the first comment pointed it out that he only took like part of what he wanted, and then he broke
the
it down.
cultural aspect of these two, it's
Yeah,
how they've been raised and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm having trouble with this one.
Yeah. Well, there are more comments here, and guys, honestly, I didn't get a chance to look through the comments. I was just preparing some of the videos, trying to glue them together in a sense that it makes sense. Okay. Here, let's read this one. Women who choose to put their families first and to make sacrifice to stay home are just as valuable, if not more valuable. I agree here. He didn't say being a career woman is bad. He was speaking to a very specific audience with values that don't align with mainstream society. Well, and then you can see that this content creator is pushing mainstream narrative, like strong, independent mother. And then if you watch the other content, also you can check this content creator out. Go watch the other content that they put there. It's filled with feminism. He was speaking to a variety. He was speaking to a very specific audience with values that don't align with mainstream, and that is okay. We don't have to all be the same. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He was speaking to the women that would like to do that but feel ashamed because people like you. Oh, that's a good comment. That's a good comment. Why does it make you so mad that his family is run differently? Obviously, his wife agrees with him and it works for them. Yeah. And yeah, I just thought it was an interesting example when dad castrates himself basically in front of his daughter to feed into the delusion, to feed into the toxicity of women. And by doing so, he's showing to her that men are supposed to be simps. Men are supposed to simp for women with his attitude. And this is why I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters, if you are watching this, you have to pay attention to the intersexual dynamics of their relationship. How does dad behave? Does he own his frame, his masculinity, or is he like this man, a weak man who is pandering towards women? What is he going to teach his daughter? He's going to teach her how to be a promiscuous whore in the end, because all feminists are whores. Okay, I think we are done with this one. I'm going to show the next one.
But are all whores feminists?
All feminists, Emma, because if you look at the result that they have, they are strong, powerful, and independent. They either become the administrative whores or they are run through because they don't want to settle down right away. They have different values. They prioritize different things, and family is not one of them. And then they end up by default that either useless or worthless. Nobody wants them in the end, just like horse. Okay, maybe not like necessarily horse, but like really not wifeable, not marriageable material. Yeah. Well, and then I think like this is kind of stupid. I'm not even going to bring it up here because I think it's very disrespectful towards children just because they don't say anything, because they don't have capacity. and they are not mature enough to realize what their mothers in particular are doing to them. And even fathers, some fathers, they don't mind putting this
They don't consent either. They don't consent to being put online.
right. They can't
They are being exploited, even though it's probably, you know, they're
they
just
are
a
being
bit of fun. But
that's a great point. Kids are being exploited by their parents who are craving for clout
and money.
and money through their children. So kids are already being the accessories and tools to extract more resources from the audience and from the simpy army in case of single mothers. This is why I have high disrespect towards the content creators who are putting their children on display. Instead of building your cloud, instead of building your audience objectively, they are using their children as puppets. Why did you have a child to begin with? So that I can put him or her online and show to everybody that I have a child and look how smart my child is. You are craving attention. You are getting clout. You are getting likes. The dopamine hit through your children. You are abusing your children. So here is the example of how to be a nice man. Let's look at it. And I know it's not really a mother here, but fathers don't help it. Simpy fathers don't help it.
Ever. Do you understand me? Okay. You also slammed the door, didn't you? Okay. Would you have slammed the door if I was home? If I was home, you would have slammed the door. No, you wouldn't have, bud. Do not slam my door. That is my door. That's not your door. That's Daddy's door. Do you understand me? So you do not slam my doors. Not in my house. Okay.
Okay.
You will respect mommy more than that, bud. You know what respect is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Being nice, right?
Mm-hmm. Respect is be nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You need to be nice to mommy. Because mommy's nice to you. Mommy gives you that respect.
Mommy doesn't give him respect.
So you need to do the same.
Oh my
You
God.
do not yell at mommy. You do not slam the doors. Do not yell at mommy. You do not slam the doors. Yell at mommy. Ever. Do you understand me? Okay. You also slammed the door, didn't you? Okay. Would you have slammed the door if I was home? If I was home, you would have slammed the door. No, you wouldn't have, bud. Do not slam my door. That is my door. That's not your door. That's Daddy's door. Do you understand me? So you do not slam my doors. Not in my house. Okay.
Okay.
You will respect mommy more than that, bud. You know what respect is, right? Okay. Being nice, right?
Right.
Okay. You need to be nice to mommy. Because mommy's nice to you.
Well, okay, I think we've heard enough here. What do you think about it, Eamma?
In a way, I think he's right. I mean, he can't go around being an angry little kid and just be smashing everything up. And at the end of the day, the mother is the one that gave birth to him and is his care provider. Provides him with everything until he's old enough to provide for himself. So I don't think it's wrong that he should show the house and his mother some respect. But he's not telling him. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, because I pay attention to the words that are being used there because they are programming. They are programming the mindset. And when parents are not careful with how they phrase it, then eventually this boy will turn into a simp because simps are the nice man. So he says, being respectful towards a woman is being nice. I'm having a problem here.
Yeah.
he could have said that being respectful is respecting the boundaries, okay, the healthy boundaries. So like he could have phrased it differently instead of like being nice, which really implies that whatever mother wants you do. Because later, like it starts very early. How old is this boy? Like how old is he? Like maybe 4 years old? 3?
He also is not making him feel very at home, is he? He's like, this is my house. It's like, but the little boy doesn't.
Well, I get it. Yeah. He sets the boundaries for him pretty well, but for the mother, he says, respect her, which means be nice to her because she's nice to you.
Sorry, I'm going to play devil's advocate. We don't know we don't know the context.
We don't. Yes, we don't.
I mean, for all we know, he could have been biting his mother and just being really bloody horrible. But we don't know that. Or he's expressed his anger.
I think based on what he said, the boy slammed the door and he yelled at his mother or something.
Yeah.
Based on what he said here, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm evaluating it based on what is given to us, and I think that if a boy did that, then like saying to the boy that be nice to your mother because she's nice to you. She cares for him, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she is nice to the boy, caring for somebody also implies correction, right? It's love. It's not necessarily doing everything he or she wants. I just think that this phrase "be nice to someone," we shouldn't use it at all because it can be misinterpreted. It can be taken in so many ways. Yeah, it's very vague.
It's a very nondescript word, isn't it?
Exactly. It's not specific. It doesn't describe specific behavior. And this is why I think that parents shouldn't use it. Is he correct about setting the boundaries with the child so that the child knows how to behave? Yes, absolutely. I'm not arguing here, but saying that respect is being nice, this is why we have problems in our society. Because if men are not nice to women, and we've analyzed a lot of content with you, Eamma. Do you remember how women say, we want men to respect us, men need to be nice to women?
Yeah.
Where it's coming from? It's coming from the childhood. They are being raised with this programming. If you are not nice to somebody in their mindset, it means that you are not respectful to them. You see?
I mean, you can show respect without being nice.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to do because being nice means like, what does it even mean? What is it? Being nice.
Not being an asshole,
I guess, but what does not being an asshole mean? I mean, like it's a very broad description. I this is why I don't like it. And then we see a bunch of simps who are very, very nice to women. They are very nice. They are overly nice. And women are very disrespectful towards simps. You see? So when he says that your mother is nice to you, yeah, she might love the boy, but she may not respect him because he's her son. Because he's younger than her. And I see this tendency in a lot of adults, even how they treat their adult children. They don't treat their children with respect.
Yeah.
They are not assholes with their children. Well, some parents are, but not all. And they're not respectful towards their kids' decisions. And it's I think it's just not healthy. It's not really healthy. Well, here there is one lady, I think, Dominica. She says, he should have said, do not slam our door. Teach him respect for mom and his home. Teach him that if he is upset about something, talk to mom about it. Oh, okay. Well, here we have yeah, you see, like he phrased it slightly differently than what she proposes here. It's interesting. It's interesting how different people think differently here.
Mm.
You see, if you have a problem, talk to mom, because she's the one who is going to solve the problem. You see, there is bias here for sure.
But I agree with the comment above her. I
About-
understand this, that Dad is explaining what respect he wants from his son, but within that lesson, Dad needs to realise this is a little guy, very little,
Mhm.
and littles have big emotions that they do not have the ability to regulate.
Yeah.
I hope Dad got some books or sat with his little and explained some ways his little guy can regulate his big feelings rather than slam the door. I hope he ended with a hug and I still love you. Yeah, I mean, I've looked after that age group, and you know, you're their best friend one minute and then you tell them off for something and I hate you, get out of my house. But then, you know, you give them a lollipop and they're your best friend again. They're very just black and white sort of emotions, and they're learning about emotions. So they don't handle them well and express them in an unhealthy way, but is of just a raw emotion to a little, you know, it's so maybe he's using the word nice because it's a language he'd understand. I don't know.
But
I do get where you're coming from as well. You know,
the job of a parent is to explain to kids what the words mean.
Yeah.
And by not doing a good job of explaining what the words are, they are either redefining the words, you know, and this is how they frame the narratives, or they like they might have the good intentions. I understand that the father is trying to discipline his son and it needs to be done, right? But at the same time, I realized that maybe he could have explained to him the difference between respect and nice.
Yeah.
Because there is a huge difference. And now the son is going to pick up on that. Okay, if my daddy told me I need to respect my mommy, which means that I need to be nice to my mommy, which means that whatever my mommy tells me, I have to do unquestionably. I have to please my mommy. Because if she gets mad, then I have to deal with this big guy. And I don't want him to hate me. I will do what mommy says, because if I don't, then I'm in trouble. Ultimatum straight from the very early age. You see, Eamma?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was actually a very interesting video, guys. You can scroll through the comments. As I said, I did not get a chance to read through them, but I think it's a good idea. If you analyze content, you also read the comments. Yeah, we are going to move on to the next.
Oh, you missed one comment there that was actually
yell at mommy,
saying that the mother should have dealt with him, not the father.
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
It undermined it. Hang on. There you go. Where's mummy? Mummy, you deal with your son. Stop undermining yourself and doing this wait till your father gets home tactic, because it's old and it does not empower you, but teaches your son to treat you differently to dad. So there's a comment.
Interesting.
So she's literally saying he's the authoritarian.
Yeah, but in a healthy relationship, you would expect a dad to take charge. Yeah, it's an interesting comment. Stop undermining yourself. Deal with the son by yourself. So like slam the son and like what? What can a woman do here? You know? And she says it doesn't work. How does she know that it doesn't work? Also, she says it
Oh,
doesn't
hang
empower you.
Hang
Wait.
on.
Go ahead.
Joe Frost. Click. Hover over her if it's who I think it is.
Do you want me to click on her?
That's Super Nanny. Yeah, global parenting expert, Super Nanny.
Oh, I see. I love helping families.
Have you never
Okay.
watched her show?
I never watched her show. What is she about?
It's literally called Super Nanny. She goes in to sort out troublesome kids, like parents that are literally losing their shit because they can't control the kids anymore. She goes in and sorts them out.
Yeah, okay.
It's quite an old show. I don't know if it's still going, but there must be reruns of it somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I know there is some on YouTube.
Well, but she's about empowerment. She's about empowerment of women.
She's the one. Have you always heard kids being sat on the naughty step?
Okay.
Do you know that?
No, not really.
Oh, well, that's one of her tactics.
Ah, okay, stop and no. Okay. I see.
So anyway.
Well, she did give a lot of suggestions here. Well, she is about empowering of women. Based on what she said here.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of parenting shows, guys, because I'm not a parent. I only have a dog. And some of you might say, oh, but how dare you to give out the parenting advice to parents? Well, I actually worked with children a lot, and teenagers. I could see how they develop, So, yeah. And I know how the programming of mindset works. And yeah, this super nanny, she is about female empowerment. She's a feminist. Otherwise, she would use a different language here. Mommy, you deal with your son. And look, she operates under the idea that mothers can raise their children by themselves without the father. Stop undermining yourself and doing this. Wait until your father gets home. Tactic because it's old and it doesn't empower you, but teaches your son to treat you differently to dad. Wow, there is a lot here, guys. Yeah, I haven't watched her shows, but based on what I see here, she's a feminist. She doesn't want dad to be involved in raising the kid, because if a woman relies on a dad, she will lose her power.
She does involve the dad.
What?
She doesn't. On the show, she does involve the dad.
She does involve the dad, but then why does she give this advice? I mean,
because I'm reading that as it says it teaches your son to treat you differently to dad. By the mum always passing the punishment and tellings off to the dad, you've got good parent, bad parent. So the kid will assume, the mother's the good parent, the nice parent, and the dad's the bad parent because he's the one that dishes out the punishment and tellings off. So it's
I see that. Yeah, I see that.
In a better light.
Yeah, I see that point. Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, it shows the authority, that dad has the authority. Dad says no. If mommy can be wiggled around, if mommy can be convinced that, if a child wants to do something, then he or she goes to the mommy and mommy says, yes, okay. Yeah. But then let's see what daddy says. And then if daddy says, no, you can't do it, then dad holds the authority over all.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you there.
you know. So I don't necessarily think that she is authentically pro authority here, because she wants to empower women. And don't undermine yourself. What's your language, Eamma? What's your language? Like how she phrases it, how she writes it.
Yeah.
It tells a lot about her. So yeah, guys, I don't know if you follow her. I don't. I actually don't follow a lot of parenting advice. I'm just trying to show you the connection.
What is
How
that woman doing with that child in that middle one?
here?
Yeah.
Well, and this is something that I
It just
wanted.
looks a bit wrong.
Okay, here.
Part 106. Prepare and wrap baby in their drying towel like this for a quick and easy transfer from the tub while staying dry. Things I've learned as a first-time mom. Part 106. Prepare and wrap baby in their drying towel like this for a quick and easy transfer from the tub while staying dry.
Right.
Things I've learned as a first-time.
And I don't know what you think about these guys. I just thought that, like, look at your outfit, if you can call it an outfit, right? Like, she's selling herself, and she is exposing her child. And I know that she's trying to maybe educate younger women how to do this, how to dry your kid after shower. But like, exposing your child to the camera and like yourself in this way, and I see a lot of content creators are doing it. I've actually seen a lot of our friends, the people that I follow, are showing their kids. I don't like this kind of content. It's like, why would you expose your child like that? Why wouldn't you cover, like, okay, you wanted to show the trick,
Handy
how
tip.
to do it. Yeah, put some, like, cover your child's face so that nobody can see it. And then watch your own clothes too, because you are dressed up like a harlot here, let's be honest. Like crop top, like mini shorts, you know, like, come on, what are you doing here? What are you really selling here? And this is how they hide behind, like, innocent kids. They are like selling themselves. They are advertising themselves. A lot of mothers do this. This is just one example. This is why I put it up there. What do you think about it, Eamma?
Well, no, I agree with everything you're saying. I've got pants that are bigger than her shorts.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you like, make up your mind, ladies. You are either a whore and with the baby, or you are a mother. But then if you are a mother, dress up accordingly, you know, and don't expose your kids' faces, please, because you don't know who is watching your content. There are a lot of pedophiles out there, especially if your account is public like this. Yeah, this account, it comprises a lot of content creators. It's a big profile for anyone who wants to share and do a paid advertisement, probably, on their account. And like, why would you expose yourself even more? No, she's cloud chasing for sure. She's attention chasing.
Well, skin sells.
Well, right. I mean, and then if I put the baby, nobody would think of me as if I'm a whore, but they will think of me as I'm a caring and loving mother.
Well, perhaps she was like wanting to share this tip, but trying to detract away from the baby by dressing like a slut.
It's possible, but it's still not serving to her benefit, you know. She's still a whore. And if she wanted to distract the attention from her baby, I get the trick is pretty cool, actually.
There's no rings,
but she could have put some like big smile, you know, like fake emoji to cover her kid's face, you know, if that was the goal. No, the goal was she doesn't give a crap about her child, and we know. She doesn't care. She wants the clout for herself. And you're going to see a lot of this kind of content. We are just calling it out. Well, there are no comments for us to read, so let's move on to the next one. Okay. Well, here is another one. I'll show it to you. So this is the mother.
At her Invisalign treatment consultation. How do you feel about it?
Excited, but at the same time nervous.
We are so excited to be partnering with Invisalign Aligners to share Sahana's Invisalign Smile journey with you guys. We first had our initial consultation to make sure she was a good fit and started off taking some images using the iTero scanner, which takes 3D digital scan of your teeth to map out your treatment plan. The main reason we wanted her to get Invisalign Aligners versus traditional braces this time is because it's way more comfortable and easy to take care of. So how do you think it went?
Much more excited than nervous.
Invisalign aligners just came in. Let's go pick it up. When Sana was around 8 years old, she actually got her first year traditional braces, and we had to go into the doctor's office so many times because of discomfort, but also to get them adjusted, which was often painful. Now having the ability to get Invisalign aligners will make this entire treatment process way more comfortable. Does it feel more comfortable than
Braces?
Yes.
Much more.
So today's a very special day because Sahana's going to go see her doctor, get her Invisalign treatment consultation. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's obviously an ad.
Yeah.
Using the kid to get money, to get clout, to get likes. Like they are clout chasing through their kids. And even though the kid doesn't mind it because she sees that the mother is all up to it, you know, the father is supportive of this media journey, everyone is on board. So how is the kid going to react? Oh, okay, maybe it's not such a bad idea. And like, even if they drag their kids into this and kids don't mind, and you see the laughing kids, they are smiling, right? They are happy. We don't know. Maybe they do it not to frustrate their parents, or maybe because they see their parents do it. Because remember, their parents are the first role models that kids are going to see. The kids are going to mimic it. They are going to do the same thing.
I mean, the kids are going to love it because it's like play, isn't it? I mean, you know, you're acting and you're just mucking around and when you're making content. So
yeah.
So, you know, why wouldn't they? Because they're having fun and they're playing constantly and earning money out of it. And
yeah. It feels
and they're, you know, TikTok famous.
Right.
Who doesn't want that, you know? I mean, I don't, but
I know, but we are weird here. We are weird for sitting and picking at this
in
kind
today's
of
world, you know, that's an aspiration, isn't it? You know, people want to be internet famous because apparently that means something.
Well, this is how our values have shifted. And then they want to get back to traditional values, like not this family, but we see some other people who are pro traditional values. I'm like, guys, have you seen the content? Have you analyzed it? Have you adjusted your own content to demand the traditional values back? I mean, come on. Yeah. So, yeah, the different comments here. I don't like when kids are being used in ads. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's just people who can't make money in other ways. They default to using their kids or also pets. It's another thing that people often use. But if pets are, well, okay, fine, you know, like they're kind of goofy and funny, and you know, pets don't live as long as kids, and they don't have to suffer the same outcomes as kids would in real life, right? Yeah. Like, okay, pets, fine. I'm not a fan of pets content either, but I do like some funny videos occasionally with pets. I mean, who doesn't, right? But like kids.
Yeah, but even if you use pets for advertising, you know, and content creating, their ego isn't going to get big. You know, the dog, you could make a million videos and the dog's still going to be. Whereas a kid is going to be like, wow, this is amazing. And their ego is going to grow and they're going to want to do more and they're going to grow in that direction.
That's a great point. I'm so glad you made this point, Eamma. Yes. That's true. kids are learning very quickly from the very early age what works and what doesn't work. And you all remember the girl who was 6 years old at that time, and she was saying, with a crown on her head, "I'm not a princess. I don't need a prince to save me. I'm a queen. I can handle it myself."
And it's a safe bet that these kids are growing up with their parents being content creators, and obviously they're involved with making the content. It's safe to say that's what they're going to be when they get old enough.
Oh,
As soon
yeah,
as they're old enough, they'll have their own channel and, you know, chasing their own clout.
for sure, for sure. Yeah. Well, here is another one.
I mean, it's the same girl, isn't it?
And see, she's posing. She knows how to pose from the very early age. She's smiling. She is a camera girl, you know. And I'm not jealous here, guys. I'm just telling you that then she will grow up being an entitled bitch who will have delusional sexual market value.
But I see it now, like, you know, in real life, that kids that are growing up with just, you know, from the minute they're born, a camera shoved in their face. And of course, as they're getting older to interact, as soon as they've got the camera, they're like, you know, and over exaggerating and, you know, just being the center of attention. You're like, it's sad, isn't it, that's how, you know, they're growing up.
Yeah, I agree with you. When I was growing up, we didn't have the cameras, and I'm very grateful for it.
I did.
I'm very
My
grateful.
dad was a bit of a photographer, so I used to have a lot of photos taken, but
Well,
I hated it. I hated having my photo taken.
yeah, well, my dad was involved with media too.
Yeah.
He owned a TV station, actually. So but even how they did it, they wouldn't put us on camera all the time. Like slowly, and it's old type media that he had, you know, like slowly introducing, but not over, you know, not
Yeah.
over the board.
Well, you had to
And
learn those photos in those days because you had to go and get them developed. It wasn't, you know, and then you might get a couple good ones out of a whole film. Whereas now it's just digital, isn't it? You know, snap, 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 snap.
yeah. Well, let's check here. Now we are moving towards single mothers per se. These were the families. Okay, here is the single mothers, and I'm trying to find one in particular. I don't remember where it was. Maybe I forgot. Okay, I'll remember. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. I don't know the story behind this one, but I see a lot of women and their children are acting as if they are brothers and sisters instead of the mother and son. And guys, I don't know where this one came from. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe they are objectively the brother and the sister with a big gap in their age. Yeah, but I definitely see this. It's like, because I was preparing it yesterday, kind of scrolling through, I didn't have enough time to investigate. But I definitely see there are people who are saying that, oh, he's my partner in crime. And I did bring it up to you earlier, maybe on my Instagram stories. They're not even treating their children as children. They are treating them as partners or as brothers or as sisters or as friends, you know. And it in particular applies to mothers. Eamma, I don't know, have you seen this kind of trend? No, you haven't? Well, pay attention to it, guys. Pay attention to it. This is something that I've noticed. A lot of women, they don't want to like they do admit that they are mothers, right? But they want to present on social media as if they are just friends, you know, like their kids are their partners in crime, you know, and
But these are siblings. These are siblings.
It's possible that they are siblings.
Well, if you read her thing at the top, even worse when I'm out with all of them and people think I'm a single mother of 6. And she's got, like, all the hashtags are about siblings and big sister, big family.
Well, she kind of looks young for her age to have like 6 kids, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So
what,
it could be. This is why I say to you guys, I did not investigate this one. It could be that they are legitimate brother and sister, but just beware, be mindful that a lot of mothers will use their children as like, he's my friend, he's my son, but he's also my best friend, my partner, my everything, you know. And yeah, they don't actually treat their kids as children. Their children, they treat them as, you know, like their friends, especially if they are single mothers. Yeah, I've seen like previously somewhere a long time ago, because I go through a lot of content. I don't remember that one in particular, but yeah, they do that. They do that. So keep an eye on it, okay? Then, well, this is just
I've just gone on her account. I mean, that one there with 4 women, you can't see it. That one there is the mother.
With 4 women. Okay, we will get to that one. I just think that these kinds of pictures should be stored in some family archive. You don't need to share these videos, like her dancing, publicly. You know why? Why do you do it? Why do you do it? To farm more likes? To, especially on a public account, you know, if you want to share, I get it. Like sometimes people say like, oh, but we have friends, we have family from elsewhere, you know, like abroad, or our family is spread out across the world. It's fine. Create a private account so that nobody can see.
But also, I mean, like, that account's Vicky and Aubrey. So what's the kid? Is that mum and daughter, the 2 names?
Yeah, probably.
Aubrey and mummy, yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I actually do have more content from their account to share with you. And look, 6,000 followers. Digital creator, Mama to Aubrey Rose. You see, and then they are always so proud to announce themselves as, I'm a mother. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And because they are grifting of being a mother, it's a grift for them. You see?
Yeah.
Like how proud she is. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah, this one, you mentioned this one with 4 women. Okay, 4 women. No, not this one.
No. That picture I just showed you was the woman before.
Oh, you didn't.
With her brother.
Oh, with your brother. Okay.
Yeah. I was just checking to see if she is a big, you know, from a big family, and she is.
She is. Okay, perfect. Thank you for confirming that. Yes, guys. Like I as I said before, I put this together like kind of in a rush, because apparently I didn't have a great day yesterday. So yeah, I'm sorry for not checking some of it. Okay, you can wish away all the bad things that have ever happened to you, but without those struggles, you wouldn't have the blessings that you have today. Sure, there are many things we could have done without, without, and still have the things we do. However, when you dig deep, every single bit of it changes you. It's up to you what you do with those changes. I often think we deserved better, so much better, and recently I have realized what that meant to me. It meant we did. That's why we were saved from the situation, and it made me a better woman and mom in the process, so that we could actually receive what the future has waited for us. Sometimes the blessings are in the breaking. So she did, I did check her.
Right.
She's a single mother and she broke up. And yeah, I mean, yeah, here you go, guys. Yeah, she thinks that the better is ahead of her. And I mean, good luck, lady. Good luck. You know. Then let me go back because I don't remember per se. There was another one where she was proud of being a single mother. Hold on. I think it's the same. Oh gosh, now I don't remember which one
We've got
it
loads
was.
of hers.
Small moments focusing on what is in my control, stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, why would you expose your child like that, huh? Trusting the timing of my life, prioritizing what makes me happy. Yes, this is why I put it in the folder there. Distancing from negative energy, and most importantly, showing myself that love I deserve. Here you go, guys. What do you think she's going to teach her daughter here? That she's me. Exactly, Emma. Me. Solipsism, narcissism, entitlement, toxicity, and whoredom. Promiscuity. They come hand in hand. Like, seriously. Like, she's teaching her daughter how to pose with the camera. This is why I'm fascinated. I also look at my niece, who is attached to her not phone. She doesn't have a phone yet. She's only 2 years old. But like my sister's phone, she is glued to that screen. Even though my sister doesn't she doesn't put her publicly, you know, like she is not doing these things like these women are doing to their children. But like babies, they grow so fast, they pick on it very quickly. And if you encourage it as a parent, that's not good. It's not good. It doesn't lead to good outcomes. And yeah, she's going to be another entitled bitch, maybe in a decade.
There'll be a lot more of these type of accounts, because in the UK they're talking about banning smartphones for under 16s. So there'll be, I mean, and I know kids that are like 8, 9 that have got phones. So there'll be lots more of these type of accounts because you can get away with it because it's run by an adult.
Exactly. And in fact, in most cases, this is how they are doing it. This kid has no mental capacity, no physical capacity to do it by herself.
No.
She needs the mother who is doing it for her, who is pushing her on social media, converting her into a whore without the kid's agreement, without the kid's consent, because a kid is immature to decide anything. He or she sees a mother happy, like with the phone, like a monkey. Then the kid is like, "Oh, okay." You know, kids learn from adults. What do adults teach them? Well, we see what they teach them now. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to show to you. Then, okay, who wants to see Aubrey to do makeup with real products just for a bit of fun? Hey guys, Aubrey doing mommy's makeup. Who does she think she is? Okay, so here she is actually framing her. She wants her to be an esthetician or somebody. And I mean, as cute as it looks from the outside, yeah, you get it. Like she's using the reels instead of doing the reels herself, like an adult, like a mature woman out there trying to get attention objectively. Now she's using her kid, because a lot of people are going to watch the content. A lot of people love kids, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to give her likes automatically just by watching this kind of content. This is why I'm saying to you guys, I don't recommend you to like and support the content creators who are putting their kids out there. It's self-discipline. I know you will want to like it. It's like, look, I have nothing against this kiddo. But you have to say to yourself, no, I'm not giving you the clout that you want, because you don't earn it objectively. You don't do the work. The kid is doing the work for you. You are just exploiting your kid to get the likes. So yeah. Then, okay, there was another one where she was kindly
It's around
sent
her.
this blanket, and oh, look at her, like modeling in a mermaid suit. It's actually an interesting one, because you can see how parents dress up their kids in different outfits from the very early age.
Yeah.
And like, okay, these are the colors that you are supposed to like. These are the things that you are supposed to do, you know? Just pose on camera and be happy. Enjoy your life. Do what makes you happy. Yeah. And then, well, this is a good example also. So she got a little album here.
So that's 2 ads.
Yeah. So she used her for the blanket advertisement and for the book.
Yeah.
And yeah, like how many likes did the post get? I don't know. 306. Oh, you see. She doesn't have a super big account. They only have 6,000 followers, but still. And they're growing it, you know, so they won't stop what they are doing. So yeah, there are a lot of accounts like that. There are even bigger accounts, you know. So yeah. And then what is it here? Happy 16th birthday to the one that made me a mom. Well, like they are friends, you know, like they act like they're girlfriends here. Yeah. I mean, well, this is the previous one as well. I decided, instead of being embarrassed of failed relationship and ashamed of being a single mother, I was going to own it. Wow, Eamma, how do you like this? Huh? Own it. Being the best mother you can be and giving your kids the best life possible has nothing to do with your relationship status. Oh, really? And you don't have to be happily married to have a picture perfect family. Okay, Eamma, we are going to have fun with this one.
Okay.
Because I can't help myself, you know that, right? Well, tell me what you think about it first, you know? Maybe you'll notice something before I say it.
I mean, the only bit I agree with that is you don't actually have to be married to have a picture perfect family, but ideally, yes, you do. But no, it's better to have a man and a woman in, you know, your child's life. It's going to grow up more balanced, isn't it? Unless, well, if it's a man that's going to teach the right values. And
wow, well, and this tells you what she prioritizes. She doesn't prioritize
a failed relationship. No, that's
right.
not.
She doesn't prioritize the relationship. She doesn't prioritize the family. She prioritizes the picture perfect lifestyle, the picture perfect family.
That doesn't exist, though, does it?
But she wants to. And then this is, if you actually analyze her content, this is what she's aiming for, and this is what a lot of women in her situation want. They want the idea of a picture perfect family. They don't actually want the family, you know. They just want the visual, the aesthetics. It's aesthetics of form over function. They don't want the family itself. They don't want the husband. They don't see the husband as a valuable family member who could teach her daughter how not to be entitled bitch, how not to be a whore. Assuming that father takes accountability and what? Authority. No, there is nobody in her family There is no masculine figure in her family.
No.
She's not going to learn how to be a feminine woman who would submit to her man, who would be loyal to her man, because her mother is not that. Her mother prioritizes what? Picture perfect family. She even tells you here, guys.
So she's prioritizing a delusion.
She is prioritizing, exactly. Great point, Emma. She's prioritizing a delusion instead of actually having the family and the father in the family. Because having a father, it's a huge deal. It matters.
Yeah.
It matters a lot. And in this case, it's irrelevant. Do you have a son or a daughter? A father figure matters. But she doesn't see that way. And this is what she will pass on to her daughter. The same kind of attitude, the same kind of entitlement. So, ladies and gentlemen, we should expect more whores. Yeah, we should expect more feminists out there. Yeah. Because of women like you. Yeah. And then see how proud she is of her state. Own it that you are a single mother. Own it, because it's so great in your mind. Yeah. Lady, you are delusional. And you don't wish well for your daughter because you broke up with your daughter's biological father. If he's a reasonable man, he's the only man who wishes well for your daughter without wanting to fuck her in the future. That's
I'm wondering if he broke up with her, because surely if it was sorry, if it was her breaking up with him, then she'd be all like prouder, if you know what I mean, instead of saying embarrassed of my failed relationship. That's how my take on that. I may be wrong.
Well, but there is maybe a reason why he broke up.
But if she broke up with him, she'd be a strong, independent woman, seizing her power and all that kind of malarkey.
Well, but she kind of does, you know. She does see her power, and
yeah, but she wouldn't be commenting on.
Well, you know, Emma, it's a good question. It's a good question. Okay, let me close it, and we will talk a little bit.
If she'd broken the relationship, then it would, there would be a different narrative. I feel.
Yeah, right. See,
I may be wrong, and if anybody knows this account, please feel free to correct me.
Yeah, well, I don't see anybody here watching us today. It's interesting and it's weird. Maybe I didn't publish this. Okay, it's possible, guys. Yeah, if you see it afterwards, I'm going to make sure that it's public there, because I was wondering if anybody would show up for the show. But guys, this is actually a good question, because we don't know how they broke up. Reasonable men, usually they don't leave their women without a good reason. If she was nagging him to death, maybe. If she was very disrespectful and entitled, yeah, that would do it. That would make a man want to leave you. So we are lacking information here. We are only speculating, but 70% of divorces are initiated by women. So the statistical odds that she has started the process are pretty high, actually. Yeah. And no matter what she says there, guys, like, watch her behavior. Watch her behavior, because women, in a lot of times, you know, in a lot of cases, they default to victimhood. They can say, but like, he was the one who broke up. He was the one who did it. He was the one who did the final step, who finalized the divorce. But reasonable men, they don't divorce their wives without a good reason. So women oftentimes in these kinds of situations, they don't see their own fault. They don't see their own involvement in this thing. They immediately blame the man without owning. Like she said, like, oh, I own, I'm a single mother. Like, do you also own that you took part in your breakup? That you messed up? That you did something wrong? Or do you automatically blame the man?
Probably blame the man.
Well, because it's easier, right?
Yeah.
And society supports single women. Society supports horse right now, right? So, like, they don't have any incentive even to try to think for the future of their children, because women statistically they can't raise mentally stable kids. They can only raise entitled women who are defective boys, defective men, who are, I'm strong, powerful, independent, I don't need no man, I can do it all by myself. And then they raise either simpy men who are pedestalizing women, who are pedestalizing the entitled narcissistic bitches out there, who are pedestalizing the horse, or also who want to fuck the horse. There is also that, element in there. The bad boys, the fuck boys that are not even men. Only masculine, strong, rational men can raise masculine men. So when we see a bunch of feminists whining and moaning out there on social media, where are all the good men? Where are the masculine men?
Well, they were raised by single mothers.
What do you expect, ladies? Like, I want to see more masculine men. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. We are lacking a lot of masculine men out there. But part of the problem is you ladies, because you are fishing for clout and attention from the simpy army of dudes, and you don't realize where the problem is coming from. I agree with you. We need more masculine men. But we also need more feminine women in the end. We don't need women who are simping for only 10% of the world male population and who are disregarding every other man out there within the objective sexual market value. Because if you are delusional, well, your sexual market value is going to be delusional. You won't look at men within your objective sexual market value. You will want the top of the peak because you see some supermodel was lucky because she has the genetics, maybe the circumstances played into her favor. You don't know that. You see what she has and you want it too. This is not how life works. In case, I recommend you to, if you see a model out there who has the fancy lifestyle, just tell to yourself that it's never going to happen to you. This is a more likely scenario for you. But when everybody is telling you that, yeah, lady, you do you, anything you do will play out great, and
Sisterhood,
right? Listen to your heart. Do what makes you feel happy. Then you will delude yourself even more. And you will make series of bad choices in your life that will lead you to bad outcomes. Yeah. Well, I think we've covered quite a bit today, Eamma. What do you think?
Yes, we have.
We have, yeah, we did talk about single mothers to kind of wrap it up. And yeah, next time I have more fun videos for you guys. We need to get back to our debunking delusional women mostly, and then simpy men. We will do a little bit of that. And guys, if you'd like to join us next time, I'll make sure that we are on time, we are on schedule, everything is going to be hopefully better than this time. Please join us. I'll share the link in the chat and in the description box also, so you can call in, share your story, share your observations with us, and help us debunk these lies, because they are never ending. Never ending.
There will be.
I know. Yeah, but somebody needs to do it. So here we are doing it, right?
Yep.
And we are having a lot of fun doing this. And at first, I keep forgetting to mention the disclaimer, guys. Everything we do here with Eamma is not a personal attack on these content creators that whose content we were debunking, right? We just disagree with their tactics. We think that they can still change, maybe if they want to, if they challenge their belief system, if they challenge their messages. Yeah, we give them a benefit of doubt, but we analyze the fruits of their actions and connect the dots for you so that you guys can make better decisions in your life. Okay, and you can see that there is a lot of delusion out there, and our children are being exposed to this delusion since
Well,
the very
our children are, because we don't have children.
well. I mean, like our children as like
I know you meant in
society.
general. Yeah.
I do care for kids. I used to work with kids. I used to work a lot with people. I love people, despite the fact some people might say, okay, oh, you hate women. I don't hate women. Okay, I'm here talking to one. And I do love women, but I don't love entitled women. I don't love disrespectful women. In fact, I love them because I'm trying to correct them. I'm trying to help them improve their situation, even because if they had more humility, if they were more objective with their sexual market value, if they were more accountable for their actions, maybe their life would improve. But it's not a guarantee, though, because it depends when you realize this. This is why the sooner you realize it, the better for you ladies. Yeah. Well, we did say our disclaimer here. Okay, what's next, guys? We are going to wrap up. Eamma, any final words?
No.
No, you say
No.
everything, everything you wanted to say.
No, sorry, I don't feel like I contributed a lot tonight, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. I love how you looked today. I didn't say it before we started, but I love how pink looks really good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so refreshing, Yeah.
Well, it's not a very spring, cheery day here in the UK. It's been on and off rain, and we've got warnings and everything. So
Same here. Yeah. I don't know when it will warm up. Hopefully we have summer coming. And May it has been very rainy here in May.
It's just never ending, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, guys, come join us. As I said before, I'll share the link in the description box and also in the chat. You are welcome to call in, share your story with us, and help us debunk these lies. And if you have any suggestions, any recommendations, reach out. Please send an email to elenasby@gmail.com. I'm not going to respond to marketing emails, but if it's relevant to the content and to the work that we do here, I will read your emails, guys. Okay, and I will read all of your comments as well. So remember to please like, share, and subscribe. Also, go support the Resurgence of Sanity YouTube channel. Guys have been doing a lot of interesting videos out there. I hope that you enjoy watching them. If you have questions and suggestions, also reach out to them during the live stream. And yeah, let's build a better world together with less delusion and toxicity, entitlement, right? So that our children have a better life. Cool. So I'm going to take us out here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Eamma, for doing this with me. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Okay, see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us today and having great time with us. We hope to seeing you soon again. Join us for more activities we have here. Let's have some fun and stay aware.